This is where I messed up last time. I didn't continue the story on here. So what we can do is we can actually... Let's send this email to... Yeah, to myself in the past. The discharge finally begins. I place my thumb on the send button. Are you sure? Mayuri's voice is choked with tears. Our memories of Suzuha-san will disappear. Is that really okay? Yeah, but she'll die otherwise, Mayuri. Memories flash through my head. Being with you guys, even for just a little while, was great. I'm going to finish what you started, Dad, I promise. Well, see you in 35 years, though I guess it will only be a few hours for you guys. Change the future, please. Suzuha, I've made my choice. I won't ask for your forgiveness. Ultimately, I'm doing this to save Mayuri. But at the same time, the words you spoke on that rooftop are still strong in my heart. You entrusted to me your hopes for the future. If I am to honor that wish and fulfill mine, then the time we spent together can never have happened. Alright, we got to the next chapter. The world shatters into geometric shapes that expand and contract like rubber toys. But that was different. Oh, sorry. That was different. That's not how it normally happens, is it? Light gathers between my eyes. Stars explode between my eyelids. Behind my eyelids. Gradually, color returns to the world. I wait for the vertigo to pass. Could sweat ooze from my temples? Pressing my fist against them, I slowly force the air out of my lungs. Has the world line changed? Of course it did. I head to the lounge in order to check the divergence meter. It's gone. Of course it's gone. You can't have the divergence meter if she sent her off. That's how this works. I checked the meter a few minutes ago, just before the world line changed. Now it's nowhere to be found. Of course it's gone, though. She went. I quickly realized what has happened. Suzuha gave me the meter after we stopped her from leaving. My D-mail undid those events. Of course, the meter isn't here. A surge of regret seizes my heart. I clench my teeth and endure it as best as I can. If nobody else remembers, then I alone will keep these memories of Suzuha alive. I look around the room. Mayuri and Kurisu are on the sofa, dozing on each other's shoulders. Daru, oblivious to the vulnerable high schools behind him, is playing an eroge. That's even worse! On his computer. I take a deep breath and turn on the TV. I flip to a news channel. The world lines should have changed. I erased the time we spent with Suzuha. That should have allowed her to leap to 1975 without losing her memories, and the IBM 5100 should be in our hands now. We can use it to hack into CERN and erase the data they intercepted from us. Without that information, Mocha's men won't attack the lab. Mayuri won't have to die. That's how it should be. That's how it has to be. Otherwise, why did I sacrifice Suzuha's dream? The quickest way to confirm the change would be to check for any delays at Akibara Station. Daru, is the Yamanote line stopped? Huh? I don't think so. Check online. Wait, I'm at the best part. Please. Daru sighs and calls up the train information. Doesn't look stopped. Thanks. The world line has changed, which means that our IBM 5100 should be in the development room. But it's not. Because it can't be. Because you told Mocha about it and let her send an email, you idiot. I head back there to search for it. But contrary to my expectations, I can't find it anywhere. What's going on? I look at my watch, it's 7:43. Mocha's men attack at what time again? My heart is pounding like a drum. That D-mail was supposed to fix everything. The trains are moving as scheduled, which means that Mocha's men aren't about to attack. So why does it feel like nothing's fixed at all? The IBN 5100's absence is extremely disturbing. I want to sit down and think about where it could have gone, but a voice in my head is screaming that there's no time. I need to calm down. It's hard to think straight after everything that's happened. I like how there's like this fake 7-up. I check my watch again, 7:46 PM. Images from the assault flash through my head. Mayuri bleeding to death on the floor. The smell of gunpowder in the air. I frantically shake the visions out of my head. I frantically look towards the lab entrance. The door has yet to be kicked in by the team of hitmen. I saw the heart petrified with terror. Please don't let anything happen. It's past 9. I peek at the street through the window. Nobody's there. Are you waiting for someone? You keep looking out the window. Well, we're waiting to get killed, but, you know. Daru's right. I probably looked out the window 20 times in the past hour. And I'm not a suspicious... I nearly read that, and it would have been funny because Okarin is a suspicious figure. Anyway, and not a suspicious figure in sight. Mocha's men still haven't appeared. The raid was about 8, if I remember correctly. I think it's safe to say that my changes to the past have prevented it from occurring. Suzuha's sacrifice was not in vain. I let out a deep breath. I'm sweaty and disgusting. It's like my anxiety has pushed all the sweat out of my body. Mayuri. Kurisu. The two girls woke up from their nap about half an hour ago. Now they're eating cup noodles. Wait, did you just say my name correctly? Kurisu looks at me in astonishment, like she can't believe her ears. When you're done eating, go home. It's late, so I'll go with you. Okie dokie. I don't need an escort from you. I can get back by myself. Just listen. Daru, you too. Huh? Me too. The train lines running through Akihabara are operating normally. There's no bomb scares and no signs of Mocha and her men. And there's that funny dude over there. There's a whole bunch of those dudes up there. Kurisu taking the Sobu line to the next station, Ochanomizu, while Daru's going the opposite way to Shinkowa. Mayuri and I are taking the Yamanote line to Ikebukuro. So we part at the station's ticket gate. There are surprisingly few passengers on the train. I guess most of the salarymen are off for the Obon holiday. Mayuri is playing a handheld game, the Rainet Kakaru action RPG. On the screen, her character is battling a gigantic Upa. I stand beside her and gaze at her profile, lost in thought. It's the night of the 13th and Mayuri's still alive! How many times have I watched her die? How many times have I tasted that despair? No matter what I did, no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't save that ditzy childhood friend of mine from death. She died again and again, right before my eyes. But now she's alive, standing beside me playing a game. This is why I sacrificed our memories with Suzuha. It was the only way. I'm sorry, Suzuha. And thank you. Suzuha no longer exists in this time, but I hope my feelings will reach her all the same. Actually, come to think of it, why can't I tell her in person? Where in Akiba could the 45-year-old Suzuha be? I'll try asking Tenoji tomorrow. He probably knows Suzuha on this world line too. I wonder if Suzuha remembers me. Hey, Okarin. Mayuri suddenly lifts her head. She looks at me hesitantly. Her cheeks are slightly pink. What? Come on, Okarin. Mayushi gets nervous when you stare at her like that. Did I make you get a game over? Yeah. Sorry about that. I apologize, but keep looking at her. Instead of starting a new game, Mayuri looks at me with concern. There's something different about you today, Okarin. Really? Yeah. What's wrong? I remind myself that Mayuri is more perceptive than she seemed. She proved that when she figured out that Daru was Suzuha's father. I think she is very smart. I don't want to worry her too much. I want Mayuri to smile her usual ditzy smile without a care in the world. After all, it's over now. She's safe. Nothing's wrong. And I wasn't looking at you just now. I was devising new ways to bring chaos to the world. Moo ha 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 ha. Oh, you're such an idiot. Why can't you just be honest, Okarin? Really? You seem kinda tired. A mad scientist is never tired. The mighty grey cells of my 170 IQ brain are always performing calculations day and night. Oh, you're an idiot. Oh, but you should still take a break every now and then. Please, Okarin, for me. Having said that, Mayuri returns to her game. I feel cold stares all around me, but I don't care at all. Mayuri is here with me, doing everything everyday Mayuri things, ordinary things. Everything is going back to normal. Yesterday was my first time home in a while, so I slept like a log in my comfortable bed. It could be because of my mental exhaustion, but that was the best night's sleep in a while. Before heading up to the lab, I stop and stare at the Brawn Tube workshop. The familiar mounted bike is gone. Suzuha liked it so much she insisted on bringing it with her to 1975. Wouldn't that make a time paradox? The workshop door opens and out comes Mr. Brawn, rubbing his eyes sleepily. Okabe, you've got free time? How about a job? As a special offer, I'll hire you for 1 CRT a month. 1 CRT a month? So for 1 month's work, I get an old television? Hell no. When did Suzuha quit again? Suzuha? Who the hell's that? Hang on. What? Was their existence erased completely? But that's impossible. I ain't got time to remember the name of some lazy part-timer who quit after his 10 days. Ah, okay. You're trolling. Damn you and your misleading words. So Suzuha did work here. That fact, the evidence of Suzuha's sojourn in 2010, still remains on this world line. And I thought I finally had some help for a change. That's what I hate about you damn kids. No dedication. I bet she lied about liking CR2s too. Got me good. Tenoji shrugs his shoulders. Annoyed. Naturally, he doesn't know about Suzuha's true identity. Does the name Hashida Suzu ring a bell? At this, Tenoji's eyes go wide. I haven't heard that name in a long time. You knew her? Eh? Knew her? So now she's... It's been 10 years already, huh? But she couldn't have committed suicide, could she? 10 years? 10 years since what? No. I don't want to know the answer. She couldn't have committed suicide, though. Tenoji has a faraway look in his eyes, as if he's gazing into the past. She really helped me out. Why are you talking about her in past tense? She didn't have any relatives, not that I knew of. I wish I could have been with her at the end. At the end? There's only one thing that can mean. Even though the world line changed, Suzuha didn't survive to the year 2010. To tell you the truth, though, she looked peaceful when I found her. She didn't commit peaceful. She didn't commit suicide? Suicide? Who the hell told you that? Suzusan was sick. Don't believe any old thing you hear. So she was sick? Sickness killed her? I shouldn't feel good about that. But I guess you could say it's better than what happened before the world line changed. That's what I tell myself anyway. Hang on. What did I do? So how did you know Suzusan? She helped me out too, a long time ago. I was hoping to see her again. Yeah? I'm living in her old house now. Want to come pay your respects at the altar? I nod without a moment's hesitation. Tenoji closes up shop and we head off towards his house. From Chudori, we head towards the station. I scan the Akiba scenery as we walk. Moe stores are still nowhere to be found on this world line. After a little hesitation, I look up at Radican. It's gone. The satellite has vanished. All that's left is the hole made when it arrived in this time. When did the satellite disappear? About 5 days ago. You never know what's going to happen, huh? Which means Suzuha left before it rained. Like Tenoji said, his house is closer than expected. We take the train to the next station, Okachimachi, and then walk for about 5 minutes to a quiet residential area. This old one-story house is where Suzuha once lived. I walk up to the front of the house, and there I see a familiar sight. Suzuha's bicycle. For a moment, I can see her there, squatting beside the bicycle. But the mountain bike Suzuha rode to the Brawn Tube workshop was shiny and new. Now it's old and covered in rust. Suzuha loved that bike. Suzuha loved that bike. Even when she couldn't ride it anymore, she'd still polish it every week. It's been sitting there for 10 years. Couldn't throw it away. I maintained it the best I could, but I guess nothing lasts forever. I gently put my hand on the seat. It's warm from sitting out in the sun. I suppose that, for the few days Suzuha was in Akiba, this bicycle existed in 2 places at the same time. Oh shit, it did too. That's interesting. The house isn't as messy inside as I expected, considering the state of the Brawn Tube workshop. I guess that chipmunk keeps the place clean. A wave of nausea hit me as I recall what Nei did at Ochanomizu Station. But I tell myself that was just an accident. Besides, that incident has already been undone. Tenoji Nei has done nothing wrong. Next to the living room is a child's room. There's a child's study desk and a red backpack on the floor. Nei isn't here, which reminds me, Tenoji's daughter visits the workshop often, but not once have I seen his wife. He couldn't have married Suzuha, could he? I mean, she should have been a lot older than him when they met. But as they say, love knows no bounds. I wonder what really happened. I don't know how I'd feel if those two were married. That would make Daru Tenoji's father-in-law. That's weird. Actually, that would be kind of interesting. I turn to the Buddhist altar to pay my respects to Suzuha. There's no pictures of her, so there's no way to know what Hashida Suzu looked like at the age of 44. I make an offering of incense to her, then look around the house again. This is the house Suzuha lived in after leaping to 1975. When Suzu-san and I first met, we were neighbors. For some reason, Tenoji offers me a beer. When I decline, he shakes his head and starts drinking it himself. I was born and raised in Europe, you know. Is that why you're a bulky dude that doesn't look Japanese?
Huh?
Huh? Is that a joke?
それはギャ...
Got a problem? I'll have you know my English and French are perfect. He really doesn't look like someone who lived abroad. I guess you can't judge a book by its cover. My parents died about 15 years ago. That's when I came back to Japan. Or I guess I should say, I came to Japan for the first time. Suzu-san was living alone next door. She looked after me when I had nowhere else to turn. Alright, now's my chance. If I'm gonna ask, it's now or never.
結婚を?
And you got married? Huh? Married?
すずさん
To Suzu-san? You high? Phew. I knew she'd never marry a guy like him. She was a pretty stoic lady. Didn't have much of a social life. But she treated me well. But she worked with you for like 10 days. My house burned down about 1 year after I moved here. It was my smoking that caused the fire. Oh my god. So I deserved it, but still... After I'd lost everything, she let me come live here with her. That's not all. The Ohiyama building where the workshop's at, that was originally Suzu-san's property. Eh? She sold it to me for cheap. It's thanks to her the Bronchi workshop exists. You're lucky. You could say she saved my life. Once I asked her why she treated me so well. It wasn't like we were related or anything. But she just smiled and said, "We all depend on someone's kindness at some point in our lives. When the time comes, you pass the gift along." She was kinda mysterious. She seemed to know exactly how things were gonna happen, like a prophet. Suzuha. That was probably her way of repaying Tennoji for looking after her, even if it was just for 10 days. And so it came full circle. It's a small world, huh? Never thought I'd meet someone else who knew her. Oh right, wait here a sec. Tennoji goes into the child's room next door, then returns and places an object on the table. Ah! It's Suzuha's divergence meter. Before the world line changed, it was in the lab. But on this world line, Suzuha brought the meter with her to 1975. It's been in this house for 35 years. So it did change. The tubes read 0.409431%. Divergence has changed, just like Suzuha said. This proves that my magic eye, reading Steiner, does indeed allow me to perceive changes to the world line. But what does 0.409431 mean? I recall what Suzuha said. When the meter reads over 1%, you've made it to the beta world line. Does that mean I'm still in the alpha world line? Do you know what that number means? Because I sure don't. All I know is it hasn't changed a bit these 10 years. I don't think it's ever going to change, man. But you know, when Suzuha-san was on her deathbed, she used to stare at that meter for hours. Eh? She used to stare at that meter, talking to herself. Is this the old number? The new number? Did it work? Did it change? She would never know. Stuff like that. Day in, day out. It hurt to watch. I touched the device. Suzuha. In my heart, I reach out to the girl who died 10 years ago. To the girl who will be born 7 years from now. To the girl who crossed time to save the future. Suzuha. Thanks to you, Mayuri is safe. Divergence has changed, but we haven't yet reached your ultimate goal. 1% divergence. Once that is achieved, the future you dreamed of will become a reality. I will carry on your fight, Suzuha. I promise. I realize that I am crying. Tennoji stares at me for a moment, then puts his giant hand on my shoulder. You know, I think he is a nice guy. Okarin! Mayuri comes out of the ticket gate and walks up to me with an unhurried stride. Doo-doo-doo. I didn't think you'd come all the way to the station to pick me up. Mayushi's surprised. I wouldn't want my hostage to get away. Yeah, me neither. So Mayushi's really happy. I don't quite understand, but whatever. Mayuri flashes a carefree smile, then walks ahead of me, almost skipping. So what's in the bag?
Mr. Brown
gave it to me. It's a device that can measure the divergence of world lines. Wow, sounds amazing. What's a world line? I smile wryly. Mayuri, you really are a dummy. What am I doing? After I left Hinoji's house, I called Mayuri to ask when she would arrive in Akiba. Then I went to the station to pick her up. Anxiety still smolders in my heart. We managed to survive yesterday, but that doesn't guarantee our safety forever. It's entirely possible for Morka to attack now, on the afternoon of the 14th. Maybe I'm being overprotective, but I still can't shake the image of Mayuri's death from my mind. I don't ever want to have to go through that again.
Mayuri.
Just a thought. Mayuri, but don't you think maybe you should stop coming to Akiba for a while? At least until Komima ends? No response. I look to the side. Mayuri? Panicked, I scan the area and catch sight of her wandering towards the newly opened shaved ice stand. That ditz? Can't she tell how worried I am? So you're the devoted type, huh? Kurisu is glaring at me with an iced coffee in her hand. We're in the lab, which appears to have become her second home. What's that supposed to mean? I'm sitting at the computer searching for intel on the IBN 5100. I still don't know where it is. I went to Yanabayashi Shrine this morning, but alas, it wasn't there. Suzuha promised to get one to us somehow. Her gift to us from 1975. Without it, we can't hack into CERN's database, meaning we can't achieve divergence over 1%. All of a sudden, you're treating Mayuri like a princess. Oh, you're jealous. Today you went to the station to meet her. You taste tested her lunch, then you held her hand all the way back to the lab. You're jealous as hell. Okarin really loves Mayushi. Oh god, you're gonna get so bitter. Did she have to tell Kurisu of all people? Mayuri looks so carefree as she stuffs her cheeks with takoyaki. Pretty sure she's smiling not because of my love, but because of the takoyaki's deliciousness. Typical Mayuri. But seriously, did you have to tell Kurisu? So, what's the deal? What is the deal? It could be anything. I don't follow. Are you a couple or what? I've been meaning to ask. Do we look like a couple? Huh? Well, jealous. Just what sort of delusion does this girl have? You know, Okarin and Mayushi have been friends since we were little. Oh god. No, what? Don't talk with your mouth full. So, you're not a couple. Oh well, of course. No one would willingly date Okabe after all. Bitter. You disappoint me, Christina. Huh? What are you talking about? You have finally revealed your true nature. I saw how your eyes lit up at the first hit of romance. You're nothing but a filthy mainstream girl. I bet you like to eat chocolate with your girlfriends and giggle about the latest celebrity love affairs. Absurd. This lab has no need of the puppies and flowers in your head. Oh my god. Okarin. It feels strange to be spewing this chunyabo nonsense again after what I've been through. Gah, is my innocence lost forever? What the hell are you on about, you self-proclaimed mad scientist chunyabo nutcase? It's been a long time since I argued with Kurisu like this. The thought brings a sudden pang of loneliness. After failing to save Mayuri, I sought help from this genius girl. Even though her words were at times harsh, she supported and encouraged me to the end. But now all of that has vanished along with the time we spent with Suzuha. Thank you for your help, Kurisu. I silently give her my sincere gratitude. I finished typing on the X68000's keyboard and sigh, then turned to the divergence meter sitting on the shelf. It is definitely different, 0.409431. Before it was like 39 something? What does that mean? The universe is like this piece of yarn. Countless possible word lines exist, side by side, branching out to infinity. When the meter reads over 1%, you've made it to the beta world line. If you escape the alpha attractor field and reach the beta world line, then the results will change. So Mayuri is still going to die, that means. Reach 1% divergence and you'll save Shina Mayuri. Then does that mean I haven't saved her? Divergence is still less than 1%. Is the world still converging on Mayuri's death? It can't be. It can't be. I mean, nothing happened yesterday. Mayuri's here safe and sound. So nothing will happen to her, it won't. I want to believe that, but the doubt within my heart is growing thick and black. I can hardly think about anything else now. No matter how hard I stare at it, the number on the meter doesn't change a digit. So far, reading Steiner has only activated after we sent a path-changing D-mail. What about when I time leap? The vertigo I feel when I time leap might be caused by my reading Steiner, or maybe it's just a side effect of the memory transfer. It's impossible to know. In any case, I prepared for the worst. I've already set the time leap machine's timer to send my memories 3 hours into the past, and with Daru's help, I find a remote for the 42-inch CRT downstairs. Our previous phone wave named subject to change experiments made a hole in the floor. Instead of fixing the hole, I made it bigger. The 42-inch CRT is right under the hole, so if I point the remote at the hole and press the power button, the TV turns on. Now, should things go wrong, I can time leap at a moment's notice. And also have Future Gadgets number 4 Mode Snake on hand in case of emergencies. Okabe? Kurisu enters the development room. Didn't you say you weren't going to experiment with the time leap machine? This is just in case. Case what? I don't want to answer that. I keep praying that my fears will not be realized. It's okay. Everything will be okay. They didn't attack yesterday, so they won't attack today. At the very least, we've changed Mayuri's fate. But still, I can't help but pray. Please let Mayuri be safe. Please don't let anything happen. It's gonna happen. My prayers go unanswered. Of course they do. The door slammed open. 5 men burst into the lab. I recognize them, the Rounders. They aim their guns at us. I freeze. Despair seizes my heart. My worst fears have come true. It's happening exactly the same as before. Only this time Suzuha isn't here to save us. Hands in the air, nobody move. Even the dark-skinned man are the same. Dark-skinned man's words are the same. Eventually, the unpleasant clack of heels echo down the hallway. Mooka-san? We're taking the time machine. I suppress my terror and grab Mayuri's arm. Don't move! The crew cut mad says something he hasn't before. Makise kurisu, okabe rintaro, hashida itaru. The 3 of you will come with us. That means Mayuri is gonna die. You cannot resist. Come with us.
あなたたちに逃
You
げ場
have
は
nowhere
な
to
い。
run.
私たちの仲
We
間
have
は
men stationed throughout
すで
Akihabara.
に秋葉原中
What
に
do I
散
do?
らばっている。
Should I use my concealed mode snake right now? Use it and then time leap? But Mayuri hasn't been killed yet. There's a chance she might not be killed on this world line. Hey you! Crew Cutman points his gun at me. My heartbeat jumps up, cold sweat breaks out all over my body. I said hands in the air. I've only raised my left. What are you hiding? I have to use it. I swallow my fear and activate mode snake. All the smoke everywhere. A white smoke instantly fills the room, rendering it impossible to see. The rounders won't be able to aim through this. I have to time leap while it lasts. I grab Mayuri's hand and fumble through the smoke towards the development room. Shoot them! I hear the sounds of gunfire firing wildly behind me. Oh, Mayuri's dead. Suddenly Mayuri's arm gets heavy. I trip forwards and land on my face. Mayuri! Our hands were separated in four. I grip around and soon find her slender hand. Okarin. Mayuri's feeble whisper reaches my ear. Was she hit? The rounder's blind shot hit Mayuri. It hurts. Mayuri's voice quickly fades away. Strength drains from her fingers. Mayuri, come on, get up! But Mayuri's only no answer. She's dead again. I'm sorry, Mayuri. Once again, I failed to save you. I thought I'd succeeded, but I was wrong. I hear my teeth grinding in my head. Stop! Stop! Don't shoot me! I hear Kurisu and Daru screaming as the gunfire continues. God. A sharp pain flares at the top of my head. Am I dead? I press down with my hand. It comes away soaked with blood. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. I feel like someone took a sword to my skull. My ears are ringing. I stumble. I can't stand up straight. I need to get to the time leap machine. I squeeze Mayuri's limp hand one last time, then crawl to the development room, fumble for the headgear, and put it on. I point the remote at the hole and press the power button. The TV turns on downstairs. I can hear people laughing on the screen. Target A. Target C secured. Run, Okabe, run! Shit. Clench my fists in frustration. Time leap machine is already activated. The discharge phenomena is starting. The floor begins to shake. Once again, I leapt to the past. So we couldn't save Mayuri yet. But we have an extra day now. Oh. The world collapsed and reforms. Once again, I feel that odd numbness behind my eyes. The pain at the top of my head is gone. I wipe the sweat off my brow and look around. I can't see Mode Snake's vapor anymore. The air is clear. Kurisu is reading a Western book like usual. Mayuri is playing a handheld game while eating a banana. Daru isn't here. I recall he said he was going out somewhere. Mate. I quickly swallow my words. Akarin, you want a banana too? When I wave my hand, no. Mayuri tilts her head quizzically, then goes back to her game. I sink into the sofa and close my eyes. Somehow I resist the urge to scream in frustration. I have to think. I erased our memories with Suzuha. I changed the world line, but it wasn't enough. The divergence meter still reads 0.4%. How do I get that above 1%? Wait. If I try to solve the problem alone, it'll just end up the same way. I need to consult Kurisu. Kurisu. Come with me a second. I lead her out of the lab. We sit on the bench in front of the building. Suzuha's bicycle is still absent. What is it? Don't normally say my name normally. Kurisu frowns at her own words. That came out weird. Please help me. Now this is a shock. I never thought I'd hear those words from you. Do you have a fever?
茶化すな。
No jokes. I seriously need your help.
俺は本気で相談している。
タイムリープをしてきた
You
のね。
time leaped, didn't you? I nod.
お前は
How much do you know?
どこまで知っている？
どこまでって。
How much do I know about
Nani?
what?
鈴葉がジョン大会
How about Suzuha being John Title? We got an email. Mayuri. Okunin, where are you going? A date with Kurisu-chan? I'm jealous. Hoo-hoo. Our relationship is purely professional. She's my assistant, nothing more. Jealous. You want to go on a date with me? Awkward. Eh? Kurisu gives me a blank stare.
その発想はなかった。
It never even occurred to me. When we prevented Suzuha from leaving on August 9th, she ended up staying until August 13th. But that outcome was changed by my last email. What happened during those 4 days on this world line?
タイムリープマシン
Have
は
you
完成
finished
し
the
た。
time leap machine?
何言ってんの？
What are you talking about? I
昨日
finished it
私が
yesterday
徹夜
after
し
an
て完
all-nighter,
成させた
remember?
でしょ？岡部はいつから飛
When
んで
did
き
you
たの？
leap from?
今日の夜8時
8
頃だ。
p.m. tonight. Looks like I'll have to explain everything all over again.
うーん。
I want to go on a date. Would you rather go to Sanbo or Kitchen Jido? Oh my god. What have I done? Told her about Mayuri's many deaths and about what happened with Suzuha and Mocha. I also gave a summary of what Suzuha told me about the structure of the universe. Kurisu does not appear to doubt my story.
話をまとめると、
So
IBN
basically,
5100が
you
手
win
元
if
に
you
戻
get
って
the
くれば
IBN
勝ち
5100 back.
っていうことになる。
Kurisu summed up what I told her.
あくまで予測だけど、
This is just a guess,
天音さんの話を
but
逆
maybe
の視点
you
から考
should look
え
at
てみれ
what
ばいい。
Amane-san said from the opposite angle.
IBN 5100
I
を
think the critical
岡部が
change
手に入
takes
れて、
place when you get the
セル
IBN
にあるデータを
5100
消
and
す
the
そ
rest of
の瞬間
data
が
in CERN's
分
database.
岐の臨界点なんだと思う。おそらくその瞬
That
間、
instance is
ダ
most
イバージェ
likely
ンス
when you'll
は
achieve
1%
divergence
オー
over
バーに達する
1%.
はず。
問題は
The problem is where the
IBN
IBN 5100 is
今はどこにあ
now.
るかだ。
岡部は一度
You already found it
IBN
once, that is.
5100を手に入れている。あんたの記憶が
If
妄
your
想じゃなけれ
memory,
ばな。
if your memories are real,
その世界線
if
に
you
も
can
う一
get
度行け
back
る
to
こ
the
とが
world
できれ
line
ば
where you first obtained
必
it,
然的に手元に戻って
then
くるんじゃ
isn't
ない
it bound to return to you?
なるほど。
I see. You're right.
IBN 5100
The IBN 5100 was at the lab, and then it suddenly
ラボから
disappeared.
忽然と姿を消した。
前にそのこと
You
で
threw
騒
a
いでた
fit
わ
about
ね。
that earlier. I remember thinking,
あ
oh
の時
god,
は
Okabe has
岡部が
finally
つい
lost
に
his
妄想と
ability
現
to
実の区
distinguish
別がつかなくなったかと思って、心の中
to
で
distinguish
おーほっとつぶ
fantasy
やいてた。
from reality.
アメリカかぶれめ。
You're such a wannabe
何が
American.
大
What
ゴッドだ。
do you mean, oh
クリスチャ
god?
ンがクリスチャンとでも言いたいのか。
Oh, I get it, Christian. He's a Christian. Oh god. Kurisu looks at me in disdain as soon as those words leave my lips.
誰がうまいこと言えと言っ
That's
た。
terrible.
俺も
I regret it too.
口に出してから後悔した。
This is no time for puns.
それでクリスティーナ。
So, Christina,
お
let
前
me
は
see if
こう
I
いう点
understand what you're saying.
俺たちが生じさ
The
せてしまった
changes we made to the
世界の
world
歪
line, namely all of the emails we've sent, must
これまで
be
に世界線を
reversed.
変動。IBN 5100を俺が柳林神社に見つけ
That
た
will
世界
return
線
us to the world line where I find the
Mm.
IBN 5100 at Yanabayashi Shrine. From what I've experienced so far, I'm confident that the IBN 5100's disappearance from the lab wasn't due to theft. After all, I was sleeping at the lab, and whenever I wasn't around, another lab member was. The lab was occupied every hour of the day. Would have been impossible for someone to steal that heavy computer without anyone noticing. It makes more sense to assume that a D-mail caused us to diverge from the world line where I found the IBN 5100 at Yanabayashi Shrine.
あくまで仮説だけど、
It's still a
私
hypothesis.
はあんたの説明だけをもとに
I
判断
only
してい
came
る
to
から。
that conclusion based on your explanation.
もしあんたが事実誤
If
認
you're
をしていた
mistaking
り
your、fact,
私を騙そうとしていた
deceiving
り、
me, or shooting off
妄想を
delusions,
垂れ流していた場合
then this
は、
hypothesis
こ
will
の仮
fail.
説はあっけなく破綻する。
This assistant of mine has no confidence in me at all.
この仮説を
You can't just
盲目的
blindly
に
follow
信
the
じてもらっても
hypothesis
困る。
either.
保険はいくつかあ
You
ると
may
は
have a
いえ、
safety net,
うかつな行
but
動を
if
と
you
っ
get
て、
careless
も
and
し
leave
も
yourself
罪にな
without
っ
a
て
way
しまっ
out,
たら、マユリを
then you'll never get
二度と
another
助
chance
けら
to
れな
save
くなるんだ
Mayuri.
か
I know that. I'd ask for Suzuha's opinion too if she were here, but on this world line she travelled to 1975 on the night of August 9th. There's no way I can speak to her now.
どうして IBN5100 が消えたのか。
Why did the IBN
これまでに送
5100
った D
disappear?
メールの中のどれが IBN5100 の消えた原因なのか。
Which of the D mails caused its
そ
disappearance?
れを突き止めるのが
Figure that out,
解を
and
導
you're
くた
well
め
on your
の
way
近
to
道。
finding the solution.
わからないのは
What I don't understand is how we
Mayuri's
delayed the
timing
timing of Mayuri's death
ちょうど
exactly
24
24
時間
hours.
ずれたことだ。
確かに気になる。
True. That is
ダイバージェンス
interesting.
が変わったことが関係
Maybe
して
it's
るのかな。
related to change in divergence.
バタフライエフェクトの可
It
能
could
性
be
が
the
ある。
butterfly effect.
それなら
If
ほんの
that's
些
the
細な
case,
原因でも
any
結
trivial
果には
change
大きな
could
誤差
produce
が
a
生じる。
significant deviant result.
とにかく
Anyway,
慎重な
it's
行動が
important
大
to
切。
act with discretion.
不用意なこと
Don't do
はしない
anything
方がいい。
careless.
例えば
Your death,
一番危
Okabe,
険
is
な
the
のは
worst thing that could
あ
possibly
んたが
happen.
死ぬこと。世界線を越えて
You're
記憶を
probably
継
the
続
only
でき
person
る
who
の
can
は
remember
おそ
previous
らく
world lines.
岡部だけだから。
If you die, then
あんた
consider
が死んだ
Mayuri
ら
dead for good.
マユリも絶対に
Don't die, okay?
死なないで。
もしかして
You're not worried about me, are you?
心配してくれているのか。
What? Don't be
何
ridiculous.
それ。
Why should I care?
そんなわけないでしょ。
I'm not worried about you, okay?
勘違いす
Don't
る
get the
な。
wrong idea.
つまり死
I
ぬなっ
just
て言
don't
った
want
の
to
は
lose a valuable
あんたが
test
貴重な
subject.
被験
That's
者だ
all.
からよ。
Yeah.
そう世界線云々はと
That
もか
brain of
く
yours has an
あんたのその
accumulated
何
memory
度もタイ
spanning
ムリー
world
プして
lines
いながら
and time
記
loops.
憶が継続してるの
It's
っ
a
てのは
precious sample that can
脳科
rewrite
学
the
史を
history
振り
of
返るくらい貴
neuroscience.
重なサンプルであってあんたの脳をマッピングして一体何
Oh
がどう
god,
なって
the
るのか
train going
確
past.
かめたい気分よ。
I want to map your brain and find out what's going on in there.
だから引き続き
In
実
other
験を
words,
ガンガン
the
やってくれると
time leaping
私としても
helps me
助か
too.
るわけ。タイムリープマシンはいわば
After
私
all,
の研究の成果でもある
The
んだ
time leap machine is the fruit of my research, so to speak, and I...
落ち着け。
Calm down. Kurisu turns away with a sour expression. This assistant of mine can be difficult sometimes. Anyway, I consider her hypothesis in order to return to the world line where I found the IBN 5100 at Yanabayashi Shrine. We need to cancel all the D-mails we've sent so far. The theory is sound, and I've got nothing else to go on. I check the clock, it's 6:42 p.m. Only 1 hour until Molka's raid. I decide to time leap once more, to the afternoon of the 13th, just before the time leap machine is completed.
お前の案を試してみる。
Christina, I'm going to give this plan of yours a shot. Oh, great. I take Kurisu's hand and grasp it firmly. Ah,
お前には
you've been a great help. Sorry for the
何度も
trouble.
助けられているな。
謝
Don't
るの
apologize, dummy. It's confusing.
調子
And besides,
そもそも
I don't even
前
remember
にあんた
helping
を
you
助けたこ
before.
となんて私
How
は
are
ち
you
っと
going
も
to
覚
take
えてないのよ。
responsibility for this?
どう責任取ってくれるの？
Why is she getting mad at me? I just don't understand her.
できれば
I wish I could
覚えて
remember
みた
too.
かったそうすれば
Then
あ
I'd
んたの
always
情
have
けない
something
姿
to
をネ
rub
タに
your
いつ
nose
でも
in.
ブギャーってできたから
お前は実
You
に
really have
性
an
格が
awful
悪いな。
personality. You both do.
あんたが言うな
You're one to talk. Exactly. I agree. Both of you have awful personalities. With that, I leap 28 hours into the past. But is that going to be enough time to change everything? Time leap complete. I'm standing in the lab as usual. My brain feels like it's been pinched. I endure the pain as I check my watch. It's 1:47 p.m. Kudis is almost done with the time leap machine and Mayuri is almost done with Lukako's costume. They should both be done in about 10 minutes. I leave the lab and sit on the bench in front of the Bronchi workshop. Let's go with the plan. Cancel all the D-mails I've changed the past so far. Of course that includes D-mails sent by other people other than me. Specifically, I'm only concerned with the D-mails that triggered reading Steiner. We sent several of them as experiments. For example, Operation Erd Stage 2, the Lotto 6 experiment involved one such D-mail. But the real problem is what other people sent. Mayuri and Kurisu haven't sent any D-mails. Daru sent his past self a strategy to win the Faddis Cup, but reading standard didn't activate, so divergence must not have changed. That leaves 3 D-mails to deal with. Those sent by Mocha, Lukako, and Faddis. The most problematic is the one Faddis sent, which is also the most recent. I have no idea what it said, so I don't know how to cancel it. Faddis' D-mail caused a dramatic change to Akiba. All of the Moe stores disappeared. That's my only hint. I'm the only one who remembers how things were before the change, so I won't get an answer from Faddis, even if I ask her directly. But still, I have to at least try. I should get in touch with her. Okay. So we need to call, where is she? Faddis. Please respond. It's Okabe. It's urgent. Contact me. There's no time. Just give it to her straight. I send it. Afterwards, I sit and stare at the screen waiting. I've already tried sending 3 mails and calling 4 or 5 times, but 30 minutes passed without a single response. Unable to hide my frustration, I storm off towards Faddis' apartment. I arrive at the tall apartment building soaked in sweat. I've been running an awful lot today. Lately, not today. It's made me realize how out of shape I am. I wish I worked out more. This complex has an automatic lock, so I have to call up from the lobby intercom. I enter the number for Faddis' apartment, and a man's calm voice soon replies. May I ask who's calling? Judging by the voice, it's not Faddis' dad, but her butler. My name's Okabe. I'd like to speak with Rumiho-san. I regret to inform you that the young mistress is currently out. Then where is she now? I'm afraid I cannot answer that. You may be someone with whom she does not wish to interact. I've been here before, remember? Of course, sir. However, I still cannot disclose the location of the young mistress. Please contact her directly. He's obviously trying to end the conversation, so I panic to get the last word in. Please, wait. I've been trying to get in touch with Faddis, but she's not returning my calls or emails. Then please try again some other time. Frustrated by the new turn of events, my anger threatens to boil over. Damn it! Damn inflexible geezer. I leave the lobby. My queen plus Nyan squared doesn't exist on this world line. Faddis isn't responding to my calls or emails either. Where could she be? Underneath the incandescent heat of the sun, I suddenly get an idea. Daru! If anybody knows where Faddis is, it'll be that stalker of hers, Daru. Yeah, Okarin? It's awfully noisy on the other end of the phone. But I don't care about that. Daru, do you happen to know where Faddis is right now? Faddis-tan? I need to talk to her right now. Right now? That's not going to happen. Just tell me where she is. You keep tabs on her at all times, don't you? I know where she is, sure. Where? Where is she? In the UPX assembly hall. UPX? I look up. I'm standing right in front of UPX. That's UPX up here. Why the assembly hall? Today's the final of the Rynet ABGC. Rynet ABC GC? Short for Rynet Access Battleground Championship. Duh. It's the finals, man. Faddis is participating. Faddis-tan was the winner of this year's Winter GC. So she's the defending champion. Just so you know. She's in the finals? I'm here too, spectating. The match has already started, man. So that's fine. I'm headed there now. What floor? Do you have a ticket? No, but I'll manage. I don't know, man. Security's pretty tight. Someone posted threats on that channel. Pretty sure you're not getting in. Then you come out. I'm in front of UPX. Can you lend me your ticket? No way. It'll end at 4, so can't you just wait until then? Hey, Daru! Daru! Grr. That inflexible bastard. Looks like I don't have a choice. Man. Looks like I don't have a choice. All I can do is wait like Daru suggested. At 4 o'clock, tons of people spew out of the building. They're mostly parents with children, but there are also men and women in their 20s and 30s. Seems like a wide customer base. Some people are dressed in cosplay, and others are carrying Ryonet goods and paper bags. They're the ones you'd expect to be there. Maybe I should try calling Fatis again. This match should be over. So we need to call Fatis. Why won't she pick up? My frustration peaks. I tell myself to calm down, but it doesn't work. One obstacle after another. I'm on the verge of losing it. I pace back and forth as I watch the exiting crowd. I try calling Daru again, but now he's even not answering. Looks like I don't have a choice. Excuse me. I approach several men gathered near the UPX entrance. They got tattered leather jackets and excessive silver accessories. Not the sort of people I usually hang out with. Do you know where the Ryonet champion Fatis-san is? What? They suddenly give me a dangerous look. Ryonet champion Fatis-san? You guys hear that? The man tosses a grin to the other members of his posse. Snobby, unpleasant laughter resounds. I struggle to suppress my anger. If you know, then please tell me. Now the man directs his grin towards me. What? You're a friend of the former champ. Former champ? While I'm puzzling this out, the man suddenly steps right up into my face. Something smashes into my forehead. Stars explode behind my eyes. I fall onto my back. It's hot above my brow, as if a branding iron was pressed up to it. But that quickly fades to a dull throbbing. I finally realize that the nutcase headbutted me. What the hell? Why would he do that? Did I do something to this guy? Or is he a Fatis hater? I staggered to my feet. The man stoops to pick up his hat, which fell off. Did he have a hat? Which fell off when he headbutted me. That's when I see it. Right on top of his head, there's a small space devoid of hair. There's no way I could miss it. A bald spot. Oh, you did have a hat. Sorry, but you asked for it. It made my dirty heart ache to hear you call that pussy a champion. Man with a bald spot who seems to whisper to the guy to shine more? Weird name. Get it. Don't you ever call that disgusting cat girl a champion to my face again. Not unless you want your body and soul frozen by yours truly. The king of the streets. The one and only black, absolute 0, 4%, 4 degrees, 4%. What the hell is this guy talking about? He's obviously living in his own stupid world. Like you can talk. The name's 4 degrees. That's Shido. You get me? I'm the strongest and coolest Ryonetter to ever rule the streets of Akiba. Nobody comes close. Nobody. Did you know? Dry ice is so cold, it burns. That's not a burn, it's frostbite. What? When I point out the scientific truth, the man with a bald spot and his lackey gets pissed. This doesn't look good. I don't have time to get into a fight. I decide to stage a tactical retreat, which means you run away like a pussy. Afterwards, I go to the assembly hall and ask the staff about Fatis. No luck. When I try calling Daru again, he says maybe she went home already, in a bummed out voice. I return to Fatis' apartment building and ring the intercom again. The butler responds once more. May I ask who's calling?
岡部と言います。
So Kabe, has Rumiho-san
帰
returned?
ってます。
Just a moment. Sounds like she's home. The intercom goes silent for a while, and then the door automatic lock opens, allowing me inside the elevator hall. Please come up, sir. The young mistress will see you. I give him my thanks and hurry into the elevator. The butler guides me into the bedroom where Faddis is sitting on the sofa, hugging her knees. She doesn't look up, even when I approach.
フェイリス、
Faddis,
やっと会えた。
finally, there's something I need to ask you.
聞きたいこと。
Yeah. She looks exhausted, like all the life has been drained out of her. I've never seen Faddis like this.
一体どうしたんだ。
What happened?
元
You
気が
look
ないよう
down.
だが。
こんなこと
This can't be happening, Nya.
ありえ
Why
ない
did
の。
Faddis have to lose, Nya?
どうしてフェイあいつらの
If only these guys hadn't used underhanded tricks on me, Nya. They ganged up on Faddis.
あいつら絶対に勝つって約束したのに。
I even promised
がっ
Papa
か
I
り
would
してる
win.
にゃ。
He probably disappointed in me
合わせ
now.
る顔がないにゃ。
I'm too ashamed to show my face, Nya. What is she saying? No, wait. I think I get it. I recall what happened after Faddis' final match in the Rhinet Championship. That leather-clad arsehole called her the former champ. I guess that means she lost, and that's why she's depressed. I feel bad for Faddis, but I don't have time to deal with this.
フェイリス、
Listen,
聞いて
Faddis.
くれ。
Faddis blinks her eyes repeatedly when I grab her by the shoulders, but her eyes are glazed and empty of light.
お前は以前、
A couple of days
俺
ago,
たちが発明し
used
た
the
タイ
time
ムマシン
machine we
で D メールを送
invented
った
to send a D-mail. Do you
その
remember
ことを
that?
覚えているか。
はにゃ
Hanya? I knew it was useless, but I had to ask. Faddis doesn't remember. In fact, from her perspective, it never happened. How do I explain?
例えば、考えてみて。
Let's say, for example,
この秋葉にはもと
that
もと
there used to be
ア
tons
ニ
of
メやゲ
stores
ーム
for
など
anime
のショ
otaku
ッ
here
プ
in
がたくさん
Akiba.
あった。もし仮にお前
And
が
let's say you used the time machine and changed that Akiba
そん
into
な
the
秋葉を
electric
今の
town
よう
it
な
is
電気代
today.
にするとしたら、
How would you do it?
どういう方法を取る？
I know it's a really cryptic question, but I can't think of a better way.
タイム
Time
Machine.
machine? Faddis murmurs with a blank expression on her face.
タイムマシン
Time machine. She repeats the same phrase. Faddis's eyes gradually regain their brightness. And then all at once,
今日ま
Kyoma. She pressed up against me.
で、
Whoa,
Nani-
what? She smells good. Faddis's cat ears tickle my nose. I go stiff, not knowing what to do. Hey, in more than one way, I'm sure. Not knowing what to do about this sudden turn of events. Faddis looks up at me. She looks so desperate, I feel my heart pound
タイ
faster.
ムマシンって
Is it a real time machine, yeah?
ああ、
Yeah, it's real.
事実だ。
Faddis stares at me even more intensely, like she's trying to see inside my soul.
信じるにゃ
I believe you, Nyan. Just when I get the feeling she believed me way too easily, she suddenly starts clutching her head. I'm about to remember, Nya.
フェイリスは
Faddis
タイ
remembers
ムマシ
using
ン
the
を使った
time
よう
machine,
な
Nya.
気がするのにゃ
What?
Hontou?
Really?
to
Faddis got on the time machine and it went zoom and... Oh, you're full of bullshit. What? But you didn't write anything. You sent a D-mail to the past. Nya, that's it. Nya, I'm starting to remember more and more, Nya. Faddis then holds her head and looks at me with tears in her eyes. My head hurts, Nya.
これは
What's going on here?
どういうことだ？
Does Faddis have reading Steiner too? Or she's bullshitting? I don't know. I need to find out, but how? Calm down. I need to think. Should I contact Kurisu? Or should I...
今日ま
Kyoma, Faddis is...
フェイリスは
Faddis is...
フェイリスは
Faddis continues to cling to me. And all I can do is hold her warm, soft, slender body in my arms. I need to make her remember somehow.
頭の
My
中が
brain, they're turning to
ぐ
mush,
ちゃぐ
Nya.
ちゃになりそうにゃ
しっかりしろ。
Hang in there.
俺にできることは
Is there anything I can do?
勝てれば
If I win,
勝てれば思い
if
出
I
せ
win,
る
I
かも
might remember, yeah.
何
Win what? Win what?
勝つって
バイラルアタッカー
Today's
ズに
match, yeah. Against the
今日の
viral
決勝の
attackers,
相手だ
yeah.
ったにゃ。
No, you won't
でも
remember.
卑怯な妨害行為に
I only lost because of their
負けちゃったのね。
underhanded tricks, yeah.
そのせいで
And now my
フェ
head
イ
is
リス
all
の頭の
mushy,
中ぐぐ
so I
っちゃ
can't
ぐちゃ
remember
で
anything,
思
yeah.
い出すものも思い出せない。お願いにゃ。
Please kill
今
me.
フェイリス
I
は
think that if I
決
win
勝
the
で
match,
勝ちさ
I'll
えすれ
remember
ば
everything,
全部
yeah.
思い出すと思うのにゃ。だから
So please, Nyan, let
タ
me
イ
use
ムマ
that
シン
time
を使わ
machine.
せて。
お前ちなみにこれは演技じゃないよな。
By the way, this isn't an act, right? An
何のこ
act?
とかにゃ。
What do you mean, Nyan? Don't tell me she just wants to use the time machine to win her Rhinet match. Considering her personality, that's actually pretty likely. After all, this is a girl who twists men around her finger.
ひどい
You're
な。
awful, Nya. And then Fedis starts crying into my chest. Of course she does, because she's a bit of a sook.
フェイリスは今日マのために
Even though Fedis is trying her
一生懸
bestest
命
to
思い出そうと
remember
して
for
るのに
you,
それを演技だなんて言わ
you
れて
called me a liar.
傷つ
It
いた
hurts,
にゃ。
Nya.
いやすまない。
Ah, no, I'm sorry. Tears emerge from the corner of her eyes. I have no idea what to do in this situation. Judging by her tears, I don't think she's lying. But there's really no basis to the theory that she'll remember if she wins the Rhinet tournament.
お願いにゃ。
Please, Nya. Fedis whispers into my ear.
フェイリスを
Help
勝たせ
Fedis
てほ
win,
しいの
Nya.
にゃ。
Immediately afterwards, I feel something warm and wet on my earlobe. Fedis brushes her teeth against my ear, sending electricity through my entire body. Wait, I get it, okay?
分かったから。
I quickly pull away from Fedis. That was dangerous, I almost exploded.
分かった。
Awkward.
フェイリスお前の言う通りにする。
Okay, Fedis. We'll do it your way.
本当かにゃ。
For real, Nya?
ああ
Yeah,
どう
I
しても
need you to remember
記
whatever
憶
it
を取り
takes.
戻してもらいたいからな。
Fedis tries to throw her arms around me, but I quickly evade. She face dives into the sofa awkwardly.
ふにゃ。
Yeah, why'd you
なんで
dodge,
避ける
Nya?
にゃ。
いや
You're being way
お
too
前が慣れ
familiar.
慣れしすぎるのだ。
I'm not good at dealing with Fedis. She's using me here, I'm sure. I'm being tricked, aren't I? I shake my head. Even so, I have no choice but to help her win the tournament. Try anything that could possibly yield results. As long as I keep doing that, I'll find a solution eventually. I have to believe that.
これから俺は
I'm going to
今日
leap
の朝へと飛んで
to this
お前
morning
に
and
助
give
言
you
を
some
与える。
advice that will allow you to win it.
これでお
How's
前
that?
は決勝に勝て。
メールを送るんじゃ
We're
ない
not sending a mail, Nyan?
すでに我がラボで
Our
は
lab has developed a
意識を
device for
確保
time leaping or sending
タ
your
イムリープさせ
consciousness.
ることが可能な
to
装
the past.
す
置を開
ごいにゃ。
Awesome.
つま
So
り
it's like
強
New
く
Game
ニュー
Plus,
ゲームっ
yeah?
てことだにゃ。
Oh god.
え
Yeah,
そう
that's
いう
it.
ことだ。
Don't play along. Whatever you do, don't play along.
だったらそれを使
So
っ
if
て
Fedis
フェイリス
uses
を
it to
今
go
日の
back
朝に飛
to
ばして
this
くれる
morning,
だった
it'll
ら
solve
次に
everything, yeah?
ダメだ。
You can't. Yeah? Why
なん
not?
でにゃ
Yeah?
タイムリープマシン
I
は
can't let anybody else use
俺
the
以外
time
の
leap
誰にも
machine.
使わせる気はない。
今日ま
No fair, yeah.
ずる。
あれは
It's not something to be used lightly. It's dangerous.
危険なものなんだ。
Has yet to fail once so far, but my luck might not last forever. Suzuha lost her memories after traveling in a broken time machine. Her time machine was different, of course, but something similar could happen with the time leap machine. Considering the time leap machine's low budget and rushed schedule, it wouldn't be surprising if it broke somehow. And there's one more thing. I shouldn't allow anybody else to change the past. My goal is to return to the world line with the IBN 5100 and then use it to escape from Alpha Attractor Field. The fewer changes made, the better.
過去は俺が
I'll be the one
責
responsible
任を
for
持って
changing the
俺を
past.
信じろ。
Trust me, Fadis.
わかったにゃ。
Okay, yeah. Gah. I brace my wobbling feet. As my vision recovers, I check the clock. It's 10:38 a.m. The time leap was successful. According to Faddis, she lost the match due to cleverly concealed interference from the opposing team. Faddis told me how to counter that. Her plan: bring Faddis sunglasses and earplugs before the match, Nyan. Then I can ignore the distractions and win for sure, Nyan. I wonder if she's right. No, now's not the time to doubt. Faddis said she would arrive at the assembly hall around 12. I head to UPX, making sure to buy sunglasses and earplugs on the way. There's still half an hour before the tournament begins, but there's already a line outside of it UPX. I didn't think there would be so many participants since it's already the finals, but it turns out there's another tournament for the general public at the same time. The opening act, so to speak, the participants enter the hall through a different entrance than the spectators. I'm at the participant entrance waiting for Faddis to make her appearance. After about 15 minutes, Faddis appears. She lives right next door to UPX, so she's got a lot of leeway, time-wise. She's got her cat ears and her maid uniform on. It feels strange to see her wearing that uniform despite May Queen not existing on this world line. Faddis' eyes open wide when she sees me. Kyoma? What are you doing here, Nya? I waited here because I wanted to see you. Nya? Are you confessing your love for me? I don't know what to do if you confess right before such an important match, Nya. Oh my god, you idiot. Don't be ridiculous. Why would I confess to you? You're awfully serious today, Nya. Usually you play along more, Nya. I don't have time to be Hyoin Kyoma now. I'm nervous about the finals, so I want to lift my spirits now. She doesn't look nervous. Please, just listen to me, Faddis. This is important for your victory. Important? But you don't even know the rules of Rynet, yeah? It's not about the rules or anything like that. Then what is it, Nya? She peers at me with questioning eyes. I'd better give her the goods before I screw this up. Take these with you. Try handing over the sunglasses and earplugs I bought on the way here. But Faddis pulls back as if on guard. Kyoma? That's lame, Nya. How rude. You're supposed to bring nicer presents like... It's not a present. These are countermeasures. Yeah? Listen good, I came from the future. I know, Nya. What? Stop fucking with me. Why? And Faddis came from space, Nya. You're a dropkick, Faddis. Don't forget this is Faddis Nyan we're dealing with. I'm not joking around here. I seriously left here from 6 this evening. I know the outcome of today's Rynet GC final. Don't tell me. Overwhelming victory for Faddis. No. You lose. No. Faddis frowns. But that's only because of the opposing team's interference. So to protect you, I brought these sunglasses and earplugs. I desperately try to convince her, but Faddis just hangs her head, making it hard to read her expression. Are you listening? I grab Faddis' slender shoulders. She's shaking. Faddis. Anya! Kyoma, you're mini. And then she suddenly explodes. This is a very important match for Faddis, Nya. How dare you say I'll lose, Nya? You're being mean. Are you a viral attacker's spry? Yeah? No. Look, it wasn't your fault you lost. It's... Not listening, Yarn. Yeah. Bye, Fettis. After a swift kick to my shin, Fettis turns her back to me in a huff. Damn you, Catgirl. For once in your life, listen to me. Wait, I said wait. I need you to win no matter what. Like I said, there's no way I can lose. Yeah. And I don't want to hear wear those ugly glasses, yeah. Fettis needs to be cute at every moment. My fans are counting on me, yeah. Crap, she's getting angry at me now. Fettis shakes me off and runs to the participant entrance. I'm not a participant, so if she makes it inside, that's the end of it. Please hear me out. Bearing the pain in my shin, I force my way in front of Fettis and stand in her way. Fettis, please. Mayuri's life depends on it. Someone come here, nya. Help me, nya. Fettis suddenly starts shouting. She grabs the attention of the surrounding participants and spectators. Even staff members are gathering. Crap, I can't talk about time machines on Mayuri's life with this much attention around us. But unless I can get Fettis to listen to me, there's no way I can undo her email. What should I do? You seem to have an awful lot of time on your hands, champion? The smug voice. A tall man dressed entirely in black walks up to us with a grin on his face. Whenever he takes a step, all of his silver accessories jingle. He dramatically takes off his sunglasses, revealing the face of that guy who gave me trouble before. If I'm not mistaken, he called himself 4 Degrees, or something like that. Huh. Swooping down onto the street, I am the Black Peacock of the Rhinetta realm. The name's 4 Degrees. That's Shido. You get it? Oh yeah, Do is degrees and Shi. Though usually I would say Yondo, but yeah, Shi is okay as well. You get me? I'm the leader of the viral attackers. The viral attackers? The viral attackers. I think I've heard of that name somewhere. You've heard it like a few times. That's right, they're Fettis' opponents this match. They're trying to start a fight now. This is the guy who headbutts people out of nowhere. Got an email from Mayuri. This morning, I couldn't find Pockety. I almost started crying. The sounds of its ticking calms me down. If I lost it... Ah, the watch. If I lost it, it would be a big shock. I don't know how I'd apologize to Granny. I was so relieved to find Pockety safe and... Really? So you emailed me to tell me that you lost it, but then you found it. Right. You're a pain in the ass. Are we talking about your pocket watch? I thought I told you to stop with that weird naming scheme of yours. Well, you be careful. That secret ability of yours, unlimited clockworks, is a double-edged sword. Jenny, you used to take naps on your grandmother's lap. Oh, I wouldn't say that. Oh. Let's say that. Let's quickly save this too. This is a guy who headbutts people out of nowhere, and he seems to hate Fettis for some reason. Seriously, you disappoint me, champion. You flirt with the system, but that's just noise to my heart. And yet, here you are, before the match, soaking in the corrupted love of that worthless man. You put on the air of a Siamese cat. But with this duel today, I'll dye that white fur of yours jet black. Gaia has thus whispered. The black cat is the sign of disaster. My black radiance shall outshine your shadow, ushering in a new generation of Rhinet. Women are already slaves to the living rock mine that is myself. Oh my god. Damn, this guy can talk, though I have no idea what he's saying. Fettis seems to be thinking the same thing. Why is everyone getting in Fettis' way, nya? I can't hear myself think, nya. With that said, she quickly tries to enter the hall, but I grab her hand to detain her. Fedis, I told you to wait. Pause off.
頼む俺の話を聞いて
I'm
くれ
begging you, please listen to what I'm saying.
おい待て
Hey, don't you dare disregard the man closest to the truth of Rynet.
いやお前に用はないからこっち見るな
Well, you definitely... I can't read things today. This is none of your business, go away.
だと
The hell you say? Don't you know I'm the black nobleman of the Rynet realm?
ライネット界の黒
Weren't
い
you the
クジャクじゃない
black
のか
peacock of the Rynet
さ
realm?
っき
Get
と
your
言っている
story
ことが違
straight.
うぞ
黒いクジャクであ
And
り
the black
黒い
peacock
貴公子
nobleman.
なんだよ
Because black is the symbol of Rynet.
ライネットの象徴だからな
The promotional posters all have a blue and white motif. It doesn't look like black is the image color to me.
なんだ
Oh, I get it.
黒と言
You
いた
just
いだ
like to
け
say black.
バカにしや
You
が
think you're so smart. I'm gonna dye that pussy black before the duel even starts.
黒く染めてやるよ
4 degrees approaches. Shido approaches with an angry look on his face. But I'm the one who should be angry. Mayuri's life hangs in the balance. Fedis isn't cooperating either. I can't believe this is happening. How can I get this guy to go away? After a moment's consideration, I decide to face him as Ho in
俺
Kilma.
に触れたらどうな
You
る
know what'll happen if you touch me, dry ice? Dry ice
ド
burns.
ライアイス
それはや
That's
けどでは
frostbite, you idiot.
な
What?
フェイリスにちょっ
I'm
かいを
telling
か
you
け
to
てくるな
stop
と
messing with Fedis.
ポエムならば
Save your
チ
bullshit
ラ
for
シの裏
someone
に
who
でも書い
cares.
ていろ
I hear giggles from all around. Yeah, they're laughing at you, you corrupt
笑
pussy
われてる
lament.
ぜメス猫の汚れたラマン
What the hell is lament?
違うな笑われているのは貴様
I
だ
don't even... I think that was
10年半の黒いク
lament.
ジャク
Think not. They're laughing at you, you pathetic peacock with a bald spot on your head.
な
What? How do you know about my untouchable black spot?
この俺の
I've
マインド
never
に
told anybody
新刊
about
が
it.
走ったぜ
4 degrees, face turns red.
案ずるな4
Elementary, 4 degrees.
俺は狂気のマッドサイエン
Yondosi.
ティストにしてタイムリーパー全てを見据える男
I am an insane mad scientist and traveler through time. Nothing escapes the sight of Ho in Kilma.
4度 C
The name's Shido.
シードだ許さねえ
Now you're gone too far. For the sin of insulting my ultra cool badass name,
許さねえ
I'll summon you to my garden. The Black Howl. Just you wait.
てめえらを俺の庭である黒いヘルに召喚
He
して
puts on
や
his
る
sunglasses and leaves, considering this payback for the headbutt.
今日も
How did you
今
know
どうや
about
ってシド
Forsty's
の
weak
弱点を
point,
見抜
yeah?
いたのにゃ
Nobody's ever
誰
seen
も
it.
知らない
言っただろう
Haven't you been listening? I came from the future.
あ
それより
So please, Fedis, take this stuff. Just hold on
こ
to
れ
it,
を受
okay?
け取ってほしい
あ
But
で
there's no
も
way Fedis can
フェイリ
lose,
ス
yeah?
は
実力ではお
You're
前が
stronger
上だ
than them, no question. But you heard him just now. They're obviously not going to play fair.
奴らはライネッターにふさ
They'll
わしく
do
ない
anything
行
to
動も
take it takes to win, even if it breaks the Rynet code.
そこまで言う
If
な
you
ら
say so. Looks like my desperation paid off. Fedis is reluctantly accepts the 2 items I present her. Of course, she doesn't take them out of the bag.
本当に持つだ
I'm
け
just
にゃ
going to hold on to them. Is that okay, Nya?
ああ
Yeah, just make sure you have them with you on the stage. I promise you'll need them. Sooner or later, she won't have a choice. The theme song to Rynet Kakaru plays through the hall, signaling the start of the finals. There's a kind of majesty to the scene. The tension of the crowd peaks as its voltage reaches a climax. Thanks for waiting, everyone. The finals are about to begin, and we'll see once and for all who the Rynet Access Battle Grand Champion. These 2 teams are about to clash. First up, the defending champion, our queen, the Moe Maid Queen. Maid Cat, so. Fedis, nyan, nyan. Okay then. Fedis makes her entrance so thunderous. Just thunderous cheering. She smiles brightly and waves to the audience. She really is like a queen. I notice she's not wearing the sunglasses I gave her. And now the challenger, like a comet, they suddenly appeared, blazing across the starry sky. The dark horse, nay, dark peacock of Rhinet world. This is their very first tournament, but despite various troubles including no-show opponents, they have made it to the finals. They are the Black Absolute Zero. The viral attackers. Boo, I agree. They're a bunch of dickheads. The viral attackers consist of 4 Shido or Yondo, and some short guy with the same black leather fetish. They look like a couple of punks straight out of Ikebukuro. I sit in stupefied awe as the excitement around me builds. Daru taps me on the shoulder. You gotta cheer up for Fadistan too. Yeah. Oblivious to my anxiety, Daru starts jumping and waving his hands in the air. Fadistan! I love you, Fadis! Moe moe. Cameras flash as everybody tries to get a picture of the cat girl. I'm gonna give it my best, everyone, so cheer for me. Yeah. The speakers carry her cute, cheerful voice to every corner of the hall. Apparently they gave microphones to both teams so that they could talk to the audience. Why though? Why though? Service shot to none. Fadis puts on an impish smile and turns to the audience in a sexy pose. Whoa! The entire hall shakes with the audience's roar. Fadis's popularity is overwhelming. There it is! Yes, Fadis, it's me! Marry me! Daru has totally lost it. I wonder if Fadis will be alright. Judging from her enthusiasm, it certainly looks like she'll be fine. Once the cheering dies down, I speak to Daru. How come there are 2 viral attackers but Fadis is all alone? Mayuri. Granny kept Pockety in the pocket of her apron, so I would go to sleep hearing that sound. I think that's why Pockety sounds makes me calm. Oh, that's very nice. What? Don't even know about that? I'm not familiar with the rules of Rhinet Access Battlers. I had Daru explain them before the finals started, but he only covered the basics. In this tournament, duels take place between 2-man teams. But since there's nobody strong enough to be Fadis's Tan's duel partner, she goes alone. 2 heads are obviously better than 1, but Fadis can win despite her handicap. That's why I love her. These viral attackers, what sort of team are they? I don't know all the details, but apparently they're a pretty aggressive team. But other than that, there's a bunch of suspicious rumors about them. They've got a lot of followers, you see, and apparently they don't mind using those followers to interfere with their opponents during duels. About half the teams they faced in the championships were no-shows. And that's not all. Apparently they even go around beating up otaku in Akiba and Ikebukuro. Long story short, Rhinetters really hate them. Then why haven't they been disqualified? Because there's no evidence. Rhinetters are mostly kids and otakus. Just a little intimidation from some guys in black and they clam up. The viral attackers. Fadis told me that their interference cost her the game. But as long as she's got the sunglasses and earplugs I gave her, she should be able to win. I hope she can. And if she wins, she might be able to recall the content of the email she sent. At least that's what she said. I need Faddis to win. Mayuri's life depends on it. I'm counting on you, Faddis. Faddis rises to the stage, heralded by thunderous cheers. And naturally, on the other side is Shido, Yondo. They face off across the circuit mat. How do teams work exactly? How do teams work exactly? You can discuss with your partner what moves to make. It's harder for the opponent to predict what you're going to do. So basically the partner just plays a support role. Well, there's nothing to worry about. Faddis 10 can beat the daylights out of these punks in the blink of an eye. Are both teams ready? The referee gathers Faddis and the two virals for a coin toss to decide who takes the first turn. And now, for the Ryanetter Access Battle Grand Championship Finals. Instantly silence falls on the assembly hall. Everyone holds their breath in anticipation. Dual access. The referee's shout signals the start of the game. The room erupts in cheers. First up is Faddis. The huge monitor hanging from the ceiling displays the circuit mat, the thing that looks like a chessboard. The cards glitter and sparkle in the stage lights. All cards on the boards are face up, but each player is allowed to peek at his... face down, sorry, not up. Allowed to peek at his or her own cards. The cameras are oriented in a way that the audience can't see what cards they have. According to Daru, Ryanet Access Battle is a game of psychological warfare. It's all about figuring out where your opponent has placed his cards. Each player starts with 4 link cards and 4 virus cards, for a total of 8 cards face down on the board. The victory conditions are a little complex, but in short, you win if you take 4 of your opponent's link cards, or if you make your opponent take 4 of your virus cards. The game starts with each player trying to figure out how the other has placed his or her cards. Knowing your opponent's layout lets you shift the game to your advantage. That's why it's important to be careful what moves you make, whether you're attacking or defending. Your duel partner's there to make it harder for your opponent to read your thoughts. I watch as the duel begins. Faddis and the viral attackers unfolds before my eyes. Every time a link card or virus card is revealed, waves of excitement ripple through the audience. I'm starting to understand just how amazing Faddis must be to become champion all by herself. The audience is on the edge of their seats. As best as I can tell, it looks like the viral attackers are, true to their name, on the attack. What sort of strategy does Faddis use? Yeah, what sort of strategy does she use? I guess you should say she's a slow starter. She spends the first half focusing on reading her opponent's cards. She plays it safe. And instead she waits until the end game for a sudden reversal. That's probably how she'll play it this time too. But contrary to Daru's expectation, Faddis charges into enemy territory with a card equipped with a skill called Line Boost. Undaunted, the virals meet her attack head-on, countering with their own Line Boost equipped card. Oddly enough, Faddis makes the first move. She waits for the virals to overexert themselves then snatches one of their cards using her line boost equipped card. Now what? Now what's it gonna be? We won't know if the card she took was a link card or a virus card until she opens it. The card Fedis snatched is... No way! What happened? Can't believe it, she took a virus card. She almost never goes on the offensive. Maybe the virals are enough of a threat to warrant a change of strategy. Looks like our pussy champ here is frightened by the heavy rock wings of the black peacock. These guys are crazy. Your fear is showing. I can see your cowardly pussy shivering with these fallen angel eyes of mine. This little strategy change of yours, it's an obvious fake. My elegant evil heart whispers so. I've done my research. You never go on the offensive. You're the cautious thinking type. I know about your little mind tricks. You can't fool me. That card you attacked with just now is a virus card, no doubt. You'll think I'll take the bait, don't you? This black nobleman set off a red alarm in your heart, awakening your wild survival instincts, and that's why you suddenly change your strategy. But it's too late for that now. Such inelegant tricks as that have not a chance to stain our blackness. For we are the viral attackers, the Black Justice, the usurpers of Rhinet, the rebellion against this fickle sanctuary. He sure can talk. And I still have no idea what he's saying. I hate those guys. Fedis was radiant when she greeted the audience, but now her cheer and luster have evaporated in the face of four Shido taunt. Well, gotta admit, pressuring your opponent is an important part of Rhinet. If you shake your opponent up, the reaction might help you figure out their card layout. This game sounds pretty hardcore. To tell you the truth, Rhinet's more popular with adults than with kids. Even the anime's like that. It's marketed towards kids, but the story's going down a pretty hard route. That and Kirare-chan's sexy. Like I care, pervert. Only 3 minutes have passed since the start of the duel, and Fedis is already frowning. She's also fidgeting in her seat, as if there's something bothering her. A laser! Eh? What? Look near her eyes, that's a red dot. It appears in short intervals, so it's difficult to spot, but there's definitely a laser shining in Fedis' eye. Seriously? Daru stares at her eyes for a few seconds, then shakes his head. I can't tell you. I can't tell, but if you're right, Okunin, then someone in the audience is trying to sabotage her. Damn those virals. Why didn't the referee stop them? They must be timing it so that the referee doesn't see. The audience is huge, it's impossible to tell where the beam is coming from. There could be multiple lasers for all I know. Now I get it. This is why Fedis asked me to bring her sunglasses before I time leap. Put on the damn sunglasses, Fedis. Alas, my telepathic messages don't reach her. I clench my teeth and stand up. Hey, where are you going? I'm going to find whoever's doing this and stop them. But how are you going to find them in a crowd? They're probably wearing black. I ignore Daru and begin wading through the sea of spectators in search of my target. Meanwhile, the game is still proceeding. Fedis takes the card she used for her first attack and instead of sending it into the enemy territory for another attack, pulls it back to fortify her defense. The virals respond by unleashing a massive assault on her line. They equip a card with line boost, which allows it to move it twice, and then unequip it. Then they equip line boost to another card and move that. It looks like their strategy is to attack in waves. They even seem willing to make sacrifices to a certain extent. And of course the virals are most likely attacking with a mix of both Link and virus cards. In order to survive the onslaught, Fedis is forced to capture some of their cards in retaliation, but each virus card she's tricked into taking puts her at an even more of a disadvantage. Fedis looks fairly unsettled by Shido's unpleasant smile. The laser attacks must be really getting to her as well. And finally she makes a careless move that truly seems desperate. Disbelief spreads through the hall. Hey, hey, hey! Looks like this fucking cat got scared of my elegant evil charisma aura and lost their cool heart. Who would have thought the champion would make such an amateurish move? Amateurish. I was too busy searching for the viral underlings in the audience to pay attention to the match, but this new turn of events caused me to look up at the monitor. Fedis has moved one of her pieces to the other side of the board, the entrance to the viral attacker's server. But the virals must have used their virus checker card before Fedis' card is face up. It's a virus card. Every card you send into the enemy server is added to your total. Normally you try to get link cards through, and that brings you closer to victory. However, you're not required to reveal any cards you successfully send into your enemy's server. So although it hurts your points total, you technically can send Virus's cards into the enemy's server. But for some strange reason, Fedis is trying to send a revealed virus card into her enemy's server. Even if it gets through, she won't be fooling anyone. Moreover, Fedis has already taken 3 virus cards, one more and she'll lose. So she can't send that card through, even if she wants to. So what exactly was she trying to accomplish? Is she really that distracted by the laser beam? Allow this elegant evil storyteller, Shido, to make a jet black proclamation. In just a few minutes you'll be demoted to former champion. Ha 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 ha. Someone in the audience echoes force Shido's vulgar laughter. So that's where his underlings are. I push my way through the audience in the direction of the laughter. The rest of the audience starts booing. I guess most Rhinetters really do hate the virals. But Fedis herself doesn't respond to Shido's taunts. She just bites her lip and closes her eyes. Come on, just put on the sunglasses. This cute thing only policy of hers is going to cost her the match. Or maybe it's impossible to prevent Fedis from losing. Maybe convergence will bring about the same result, just as my ear is doomed to die no matter what I change. The audience gasps. The virals have snatched the link card from Fedis. Now they have a total of 2 link cards. I can feel it. Fedis is losing. But just then, I catch sight of a few guys dressed in all black. One of them is surreptitiously, I can't even pronounce it, aiming a pen-shaped object at the stage. It's him. I grab his wrist. Who are you? That's as far as you go. I won't let you interfere with Fedis' match. Why you? Move and I shoot. I thrust something into his side. It's future gadget number 1, the bit particle gun. Why are you carrying that around with you? I remember how this bluff worked with Mocha on a previous word line, so I brought it just in case. The man freezes. I guess he didn't expect to be held at gunpoint at a children's card game event. Oh my god. Taking advantage of his surprise, I snatch the laser pointer out of his hand and disappear back into the crowd. The punk starts shouting, but gives up when he can't find me. Good that takes care of the laser. Now Fedis can focus on the game. A scream goes up from the audience. Shido has snatched another one of Fedis, then he wins. Oh no, he's got 3. That's the 3rd one. The virals need just 1 more. Too weak, pussy. Too weak, pussy, but it's your fault for flirting with the system in that get-up of yours. Save that vomit-inducing fashion sense for your bedroom mirror. All of your fans are just otakus who want to do you. Does it really make you that happy to have a fan base filled with people like that? Fedis still doesn't respond. She hasn't said a word since the match started. But I got rid of the interference, so Fedis should come up with a reversal any second now. I stare at her, praying for a miracle. When I do, Fedis once again turns her face away, as if trying to avoid something. What? Is it another laser? Hey, champion. They say your eyes can see into a man's soul. They say you have the power to read minds, which makes you a cheater. Even my pure black evil heart can't abide. What? She does. Basically, you ain't human. You're an ugly angel, because you peek into the hearts of any poor sap who talks to you. Everyone, beware, keep your distance, or this pussy will steal your every secret by reading your thoughts. And then she'll blackmail you. Hand over your money, throw your Rhinet match. What will you demand next? The audience begins to murmur. If Fatis does have that kind of power, then it's no wonder she's so good at Rhinet. My Chunyabo imagination starts to run wild, but I try my best to keep it suppressed. If Fatis really can see through lies, it would explain why she hated the laser beam attack so much. It would also explain why her moves made so little sense this match. Fatis? What was that? I use Change Directory now. Change Directory is a special type of card called a terminal card. Once per game, it allows you to switch the placement of 2 of your own pieces. Of course, you may also pretend to switch them. Additionally, if either of the 2 cards was exposed by the virus checker, it gets flipped back face down. I get it. With Change Direction, she can switch out that virus card she placed near the enemy's server. And just as expected, Fatis changes the virus card with a card that Shido has surrounded with his cards, or maybe she just pretended to. Either way, nobody knows which card is the link card and which is the virus card. Nobody except for Fatis, that is. Pretty interesting ploy, but will it work? The viral attackers whisper to each other. Once they're finished, Shido returns to the circuit mat with a shit-eating grin on his face. You can't touch my heartstrings with a boring move like that. Is this your huge reversal plan? Sorry, but I'm the Black Peacock. No woman can resist. The elegant, evil new generation of the Rhinetter's realm. My cool black brain easily sees through your trick. No, that wasn't even a trick. That was a complete blunder, champion. Without a moment's hesitation, 4C captures the piece Fatis places next to his server. Heh, I still only have 2 virus cards. 1 card ain't enough to clip these jet black wings of mine. But if I take just 1 more link card, then it's the end of Grand Cross for you. By the way, that card you're protecting way back in your territory. That's the card you used in the opening. The one you equipped with line boost and used to attack me. As if inviting me to take it. I said it before, but there's no way a scaredy cat like you would send a link card out where it could be captured. In other words, champion, according to my elegant evil skills of deduction, your last link card isn't the one you're guarding, it's the one of the 2 you switched, huh? So I don't even have to check. This Black Peacock's sexual eyes can already see my elegant victory. They can see the contents of your crazy cards. You exchange 1 virus and 1 link. So all I gotta do is take both, and victory belongs to us, Black Noblemen. Wait, is that right? If the card Shido takes now is a link card, then he wins. But even if a virus card, it'll still be match point. And then he'll know which card to take for sure. It's going to end without Fatis demonstrating any of her power. Card open. The card displayed on the monitor is a virus card. Is it over? The virals have taken 3 link cards and 3 virus cards, match point. But Shido's right, that doesn't even matter. Fatis only has 2 cards left, and Shido already knows which is the link card and which is the virus card. Fatis' link card is surrounded by the viral cards. There's nowhere to run. Does this mean Fatis is going to lose? No way. There's got to be some advice I can give her. Gah. Can't think of anything. The end? The world has dyed black, the closing of this Rhinet century. Shido poses as if in ecstasy, with both hands stretched wide and his chin cocked up. His attitude disgusts me. I clench my fist. It looks like I'll have no choice but to time leap again and force Fatis to wear the sunglasses. The black revelations have been fulfilled. The pussy champ has fallen from grace to former champ. We, the viral attackers, now raise the curtain to the highest, grandest, sexiest new gener... What are you talking about, yeah? Huh? The match isn't over yet, yeah? Fedis is back to her usual speech patterns. She even got a fearless smile on her face. That's not the look of a Rhinoder facing sudden defeat. And then Fedis pulls something out of her ear. Wait, earplugs? Those are the ones I gave her this morning. She wore the earplugs, but not the sunglasses. Why? To catch the opponent unprepared? What dreamy nonsense are you spewing? The match's already won. You're just pouring at the ground. Why don't you check the card you just took from Fedis, yeah? What? No way. The card he just took wasn't a link card. No freaking way. In the name of all that is elegant and evil, that's just impossible. That's bullshit. There's no way you'd shoot yourself in the foot by wasting change directory to switch 2 virus cards. Just turn over the card and see for yourself already, nya. Shido slowly flips over the card he took from Fedis. The entire audience waits for the card to be revealed and then displayed on the monitor. What? Just when we all thought the card was a link card. A virus card. A huge turn around. She did it. She really turned defeat into victory. It's like she knew exactly what was going to happen. She was in control of the battle all along. The audience goes wild. The cheers shake the hall. We have our winner, Fedis Nyan Nyan, 2-time undefeated champion. Congratulations! As the hall rocks with the jubilation of the crowd, Dado and I clasp hands and share in the excitement of Fedis' victory. With the tournament over, I wait for Fedis outside the hall. I sent Dado home already. I'll have to tell Fedis about my issue soon, and I don't want him to hear. Kyoma! Suddenly Fedis runs up to me, paying no heed to the curious stares of the crowd. She's still in her maid clothes, and she's carrying 2 bouquets of flowers, which she received from her adoring fans. Congratulations on your victory, Fedis. She jumps at me before I can finish. She jumps into my arms, embracing me, and there's a warm feeling against my cheek. A kiss! Was that a kiss? Thanks for everything, yeah? Fedis smiles innocently. It's like her entire body is glowing with pure joy. No. I can't have you thanking me like this. I need something else from you. What's that, yeah? You mean a kiss isn't enough? So you want to go on a date, yeah? Oh, Kyoma, you're so greedy, yeah? But you know, Fedis doesn't mind, yeah? Oh my god. Fedis puts on an impish smile. I'm glad those earplugs I gave you did the trick, so get off, it's too hot! I forcefully pry Fedis' body off me. Everyone is staring at us. I'm sorry for doubting you, nya. It wouldn't have been such a close game if I just believed you to begin with, nya. Fedis bashfully paws at her head. I take that paw of hers and leave the scene. We get to the overpass and finally lose sight of all the tournament spectators. Fedis, now you'll listen to what I have to say, right? Yeah? I brought you sunglasses and earplugs, but I didn't come up with the idea. Really, nya? Then who? You did. Fedis looks at me in confusion. To be precise, the 2 hours from now, the first time you lost to the viral attackers' underhanded tactics. And then you asked me to use my time machine to stop them. Your time machine? This was a contract, so to speak. You almost remembered the email you sent to change the past, even though you should have forgotten. You said that you remember if you won the Rhinet tournament. Yeah. Well, do you remember? It's very important, so I need you to try. She's a liar. Fedis stares into my eyes as if she's looking for something. Then she puts a finger against her lips in thought. Finally she smiles. Fedis was probably pulling your tail, nya.
Huh?
What? Of course you were. That Fedis was depressed she lost to the virals. Yeah, so when she heard about the time machine, she wanted to use it to win, yeah? Because if she didn't, she'd be too ashamed to see Papa, yeah? I'm sure she just played along with Kyoma and said she remembered. That's what I think, yeah? That's probably what Fedis would do, yeah? What an asshole. No way. Damn, I was a fool to trust this cat girl. I should have expected this from how she normally acts. I breathe a deep sigh and lean on the overpass guardrail. So in the end, all that work was for nothing. I still need to fix the warp timeline, but I don't know the contents of Fedis' email. Fedis forgot it ever happened, and it isn't in her sentient history. What should I do? Kyoma. And suddenly Fedis whispers into my ear. Look into Fedis' eyes, yeah. What? Just look, yeah. Fedis' face is right beside mine. Her breath tickles my ear. We're awfully close. Does she plan to kiss me on the lips this time? But her expression is uncharacteristically serious, so I gulp and do as I'm told. I turn to Fedis and stare down into her eyes. Fedis looks up at me, too. If an outsider were to see us, they'd think we were a couple lost in our own world. This is the closest I've ever been to Fedis. I'm captivated by the beauty of her features. Wow, her eyelashes are really long. Nervous now? Of course not. I'm busy solving Fermat's last theorem in my head. In other words, you're nervous now. The truth is, Fedis has only one power, yeah? Your power? Do you mean? It's a secret, but I'll make an exception for Kyoma. Truth is, Fedis can read people's minds, Nyan. I call my power Cheshire Break. What you think, yeah? Awesome, Nyan? I'm an exception, but the virals knew about it too, didn't they? I had no idea the cat was out of the bag. Why the puns? I won't deny the existence of supernatural powers. After all, I have one of my own called Reading Steiner. Ever since I was small, I could tell what Papa's business partners were thinking from the looks on their faces, yeah? It's more like intuition or a sixth sense. Yeah? Based on eye movement, facial expressions, and gestures, I can tell when somebody's lying, yeah? Wait, so you've been using that power at Rhinet tournaments? Of course, yeah. Fedis is an entertainer. Yeah? It's my style to get into a tight spot on purpose so I can make a huge turnaround, yeah? Besides, if I wear sunglasses, I can't read my opponent's thoughts, Nyan. Is that why she didn't put them on? It's because of this power that I knew you weren't lying. But you wouldn't go along with me at all in the beginning, though. You just rubbed my fur the wrong way, yeah? Feels like she's tricking me again. And I can tell you're not lying now either. Fedis used that D-Mao thing to change the past, yeah? I believe you, yeah? I wish I could remember, but I'm sorry, Nya. I can't remember, Nya. I see. We've reached an impasse. I have no choice but to look for some other way. I might leave this here because this has gone on for quite some time. There will be more before the next ending, but thanks for watching. Hopefully this has brought the story along a lot more, since previously we ended it. It's quite early. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.